My apologies. The last video got cut off my Bluetooth again, so we're going to pick up where we left off. So what I was going to do is stop MariaDB on this server while we're setting this up. So we're going to stop it on the primary server, and then I'm going to go to my secondary server. I'm also going to stop MariaDB on here as well. So we finished the configuration on the primary node. Now we're going to work on on one of our secondary nodes, right? So we got the primary set up. Now we're going to move on to the secondary. So on here we are going to again we're going to go into our config file. So we're going to use VI to do that. Etsy MySQL MariaDB.conf 50-server. And once again, I'm going to go, doesn't really matter where we put it, but I'll just go down here below the last block. And stuff for clustering. All right, so the options we need, this is very simple. On these, we just have to have the node address and the node name. So this node address is 10 dot 128.0.4 and ws rep underscore node name is going to be info 366.5, right? This is info 366.5. Okay. So we got that. We can write that change out. All right, now just a quick note is, we don't have a firewall running. Our IP tables is completely empty, right? There's no security on these servers at all. But you would probably have to edit your firewall, right? You can learn more about that in other classes, but you could use IP tables and chains to, or create a chain rather that's going to allow the additional ports for Galera, which is 4567, 4568, and then 4444 for snapshots, for state snapshots rather. All right, so now with our servers turned off, we are going to start the first node, right? We're going to bring up the first node. So to do this, to bring up the first node, we have to use a special command. So it's going to be, and I think this is going to work. I haven't tried this on this with Debian yet with this version of MariaDB, so let's see what happens. There should be a command called Galera new cluster. Let's see if it works. All right, that ran. We didn't get an error. So that might work now. So now we should be able to log into MySQL and run the command to get a status on the Galera cluster. So we're going to do show status, and only where it's ws rep underscore. There's a lot of stuff in here. All right, so we got a lot going on in here, right? This is the primary, right? It's our primary node, and we got some other stuff in here. It says it's synced, right? So it looks like it's running. So we should be good. The next step is to bring up the next node. And that should be just a simple starting up the other node, right? So if we just run systemctl MariaDB. Oh, sorry, it's start MariaDB, right? Because we got it stopped right now. All right, it started. That should be it. If that's started, we should be able to log into MySQL. Let's see if it works. So we're going to do show status like ws rep underscore. All right, we got a WSF connected is off. So it looks like it's off and it's not ready. So the client did not connect. Let's see if we can troubleshoot this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think now that I think about it, we actually need all of the configuration options, right? Not just the not just those one lines. Um, I forgot about that. Of course, it's not going to know how to participate. We don't have all the other configuration options. So let's go back into the config file with VI, and I'm going to open up the other one too because we can probably just copy paste it. There we go. So let's just copy and paste this whole thing. Going to come back over here. Oh, insert, right click. That should copy everything in that I want, except we need to change some parameters here. So this is obviously .4, and this is server number 5. Everything else here is going to remain the same. All right, and now we should be able to restart MariaDB. Well, just start it because it's already stopped. Hopefully it'll know how to connect now. Oh, we got an error. Let's take a look at the error. So I'm just going to use the tail command to read the contents of the error.log. Let's see what it says. So on my server, it looks like I found the error here. It says for WSREP, it says only bin log format row is supported, and the configured value is statement. So let's take a look. Back in that, I think I probably left one of my old values in there. So let me take a look. Oh, you know what? We forgot. We got to set the logging in here, right? We didn't even set the logging. So let me go back. If you recall, in my other server, I had a separate block for the logs, and you can see right here where I had general log and all that. So let me get it back in here. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So back over here, we got to find the section for my logs. And we just need this line right here, bin log format. And let me try to restart my service now. See if it starts. It's taking a while. It's never a good sign. All right, well, it took a while to start, but it finally started. So if we go into, this looks a little better, right? Now we see that the WS Rep Connected is on, right? So it's actually working. And if we look at the number of nodes, right, here we go. WS Rep cluster size is set to 2, which is good, right? Then in fact, for your submission, we should probably do something like this. Cluster underscore, there we go. So both the status and the size, right? And I am on number 5, so I am. And then there's a state UUID here, and I think that's supposed to match this other one. So let's take a look. looks like they match, right? They're the same. So these are definitely clustered. So we can test the theory. So let's oops. You know, I don't remember what the there we go. 31.99. Now what I don't know is we did not synchronize these databases. So let's see if we can actually even run this statement. Whoops. Hey, that worked. And if we go back over here, let's run one of our update statements. So we're going to set Temple University from Dragon back to Owl. And if we come back over here, now it's Owl, right? And we could go the other way as well. We could do updates on this server. So let's just try that, right? Let's do a so we're going to come over here and we're going to update the mascot for Temple to, well, we'll use something different. We'll use the hawk again, right? Excuse me. And it's hawk. So we're going back and forth doing updates and it's working, which is great, right? So now we have a full cluster. In the real world, the other step we would have to probably do is have some kind of load balancing switch in front of or a virtual IP so that requests can round robin to all these different servers. So you would have multiple MariaDB servers all running together in one giant cluster. But that's it. So we've set up our cluster now, which is just kind of a step above replication. And that's the conclusion of this lab. Thank you.